is a Bramble Jam podcast.
It's Tuesday, September 15th. You know what you should do already, but I'm going to tell you. Take the day off.
Hey, everybody.
Were you whipping around a cord?
I was whipping around some headphones.
That's called the Tech Man.
It's the Tech Boy, and I did a little bit of a pelvic thrust, which in hindsight.
Yeah, there have been a few times that it's gotten a little uncomfortable.
Well, the problem is my go-to dance move is a pelvic thrust, and it's just not appropriate at 5 a.m.
But on the dance floor, it's hot.
Absolutely.
Do you remember?
I'm someone you want to hang out with on the dance floor at night, but watching in the morning,
5 a.m.
is tough.
Real
I only
early.
know how to dirty dance.
Yeah. Do you remember that time we started the show without the chairs and we tried to do a bit?
Oh boy, my
fun.
knees are still.
Feels like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, my knees are still just barking.
Still barking.
Still barking.
Welcome to Take the Day Off, everybody.
What is this show, Dan?
We every day we think is a good day to stay home. Mm-hmm. And we're going to give you a good, solid reason to do so.
That's exactly right.
You just can't call in and lie about being sick. We're not advocates of lying. What we're advocates of is using
taking
the
advantage, yes,
to your advantage.
That's right.
You can't possibly work on some of these holidays, and we're here to help you with that. So just take the day off.
Today, I think also it's going to be an all day boy, and so it's a good day to take off.
It's going to be an all day boy.
It's going to be an all day boy. Like it's going to take you the full day.
Oh, this day is going to actually take you the full day. I like that. I like the sound of that.
Yeah. Before we do that, hey, Bramble Jam Plus is calling your name. Hey, Emily.
Emily,
sign up.
That's going to reel them in.
Yeah. If you want all of this good stuff completely ad free, if you can't wait the 1 minute to come back from break to hear more fun bits like this, Bramble Jam Plus is for you. For as little as a pumpkin spice a month.
That's right. One PSL a month.
One PSL a month. You will be able to get all of our shows ad free in one central feed. If you bump that up a little bit more, you get even more bonus goodies. And so head over to BrambleJamPlus.com and just see what's there.
Yeah, check it out. Explore.
That's right. It's like, you shouldn't be going to the mall right now to peruse, but you know what you can peruse? BrambleJamPlus.com. That's exactly right.
For sure.
Hey, Dan, it's Get Ready Day.
Get Ready Day.
It's Get Ready Day.
Yeah. What does that mean exactly?
Well, I'm going to get to it in just a second.
Okay.
I feel like I don't know why you asked
the history of
me.
Get Ready Day.
Yes.
But I don't know what it means in our current context, because this is an oldie.
It's an oldie, yeah. Well, I'll explain it to you after you explain the history to me and to all of our listeners out there. How about that?
Yeah. So most of you know the Pilgrims sailed on the Mayflower.
Sure do.
Across the Atlantic Ocean, the Ocean Blue as we call it. And John Smith was one of the people in the Jamestown,
from Pocahontas.
Virginia colony. But what you might not know is that John had a twin brother. Okay. Identical twin brother, Jimmy Smith. So it was Jimmy and Johnny growing up. And Jimmy Smith was always the twin that filled in for John when it was something he didn't want to do. Like when John was supposed to really write a big speech or go on a big adventure, he was on board. But when it was just like, hey, John, we need you to take out the laundry, don't ask. Jimmy would take out the laundry. Jimmy was the guy that filled in, and he was comfortable with that role for a long time until he just got fed up. And Jimmy and Johnny had it out. They had a big fight.
No.
They did. Had a huge fight.
Like Cain and Abel.
That's right. Like Cain and Abel a little bit, yeah. The problem was no one knew which twin was which during this fight. It was a very public fight, and people couldn't figure out which was which. And now you may be asking me, what does this have to do with Get Ready Dalton? That's a great question.
Yeah, I don't know.
The reason they were fighting is because neither one of them wanted to do the task that needed to be done that day, which was corn picking. They didn't want to go corn picking.
Absolutely.
So neither one of them got dressed at all. They were fighting each other stark naked. And so Jimmy and Johnny are fighting in the town square completely naked because neither one of them wanted to get dressed at all. And on that day, the Pilgrims outlawed public nudity and also established Get Ready Day to make sure that every person would get ready, regardless if they wanted to do the task at hand or not. That's the history of
So you're saying the Pilgrims set aside at least one day of the year.
That's right.
Where they would get ready.
No, they established it as a day to remind everyone of that moment when Jimmy and Johnny were fighting naked in front of everyone, and to remember to not ever have that happen again.
Hey, Dan, what is the APHA?
The APHA is the Advanced Placement Housing Authority.
No, it's the American Public Health Association.
Okay.
And yes, on this day in 2006, the APHA, the APA,
Okay. APA or APA or APA.
The APA put in place Get Ready Day. Why, you ask?
That was only 14 years ago.
It was only 14 years ago. It was a relatively new holiday, not old.
So you got to celebrate it right now. You got to take the whole day off.
The goal of Get Ready Day from the APA was to arm individuals, families, and communities with knowledge that will help them cope with crises such as natural disasters, infectious diseases, and pandemic illnesses. To stay prepared, to get ready, to ready yourself and your loved ones and your families to survive any emergency that might come your way. That is what Get Ready Day is for.
So this is like a doomsday prepper situation.
This is a doomsday prepper
So
day.
my Get Ready research, while accurate, was not applicable to today.
That's exactly.
That's unfortunate.
Yes,
we should have done a better job in show.
Yes. Okay.
I blame that deal.
Okay. Yeah. Blame me.
Yeah.
And so today is really a day. If you are somebody, there's two types of people out there. I think one type of person, or maybe three. One type of person who isn't even a little bit worried about a natural disaster.
Yeah.
There's somebody who is like, that'd be bad if it would happen, but I'm not going to do anything about it. But then there's the third person who is, something's going to happen and I'm going to be ready.
Yeah, this feels very doomsday prep, like the show Doomsday Prepper. Somehow that show Doomsday Prepper's got a day.
What is that, on TLC or something?
I don't remember. I never watched it. That and The Hoarders, it was tough watch for me. I just don't understand. At some point you can't. I'm clearly in the first group. At some point you can't prepare for something like this. And whatever you like, it just is like I do it to sate my kids. Like my kids are scared of the power went out once, so they're really little and they're scared about the power going out. So we have a bag with some flashlights and some things in it, some games they can play, and that bag makes them feel better, but it doesn't actually do anything.
Right.
That's where I am with it.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't believe this is a real day.
It's a real day, and you might be wondering, how can you get involved?
I'm not wondering that.
Well, one, of course, you can just go and get ready.
Yeah.
You can get ready. But there's also the APA has made resources available, such as flyers with tips and tricks about how to survive. And they are encouraging us, the people, to go out and to hand out these flyers, to hang them up at local supermarkets, coffee shops, wherever.
Definitely is going to take the whole day.
Yes.
You call your boss, you say, hey, I got to prep for an unknown circumstance that's coming. It could be any sort of natural disaster. I got to hang up flyers.
Yes.
I got to get a go bag ready.
Yes.
I can't work under these
So
conditions.
Dan, let me ask you this, because you're somebody who you're not interested in getting ready at all.
Yeah.
But how do you take the day off then in this case?
I'm working today so that others can take the day off. But I would say this, maybe if you're somebody that isn't wanting to like doomsday prep, what you do is you research how to help those that would doomsday prep. So like research what you can do for others to make them feel better. Because even if it's not your thing, if it makes somebody else feel better, maybe you just help them out. Either way, you need to take the day off. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And you know what? I got a couple of helpful hints and tips for you out there. You know what?
How many do you have?
Just a couple.
Two. Okay.
You know how? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about doomsday prep?
The rapture.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What specific items do you think of?
Lights, water, and canned goods. Like
lights, water, and canned goods.
Yeah.
This is a helpful tip. In most little coupons, like they come in the papers.
In most little coupons. So when I get a little coupon out,
yeah,
I'm gonna find what?
You're gonna find a coupon in the little coupons. And most of the time in coupons, every single week they do this.
You're a coupon instead of a coupon boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a coupon guy.
And in the coupons, in the little coupons, there's usually coupons for canned goods. I never think to cut because canned goods, it's whatever. It's like 5 cents.
Yeah.
But if you're buying bulk, those coupons can really come in handy. They can really come in handy. And you know what? Lots of times supermarkets on Tuesdays, you can do the stacking on the Tuesdays.
What are you
Stack
talking
coupons. About? Stack coupons.
I am not wealthy by any stretch of the imagination, but the last time that I used a coupon from a paper was a different decade.
But what I'm getting at, Dan, is if you're going to be buying a bunch of canned goods,
what is stacking
flashlights.
Coupons? I need to know what stacking
coupons means. Like typically you can only use one coupon per deal. So if it's a 2 for $4,
you can't do 2 for $4 multiple times.
Correct. You can only use one coupon once. But on stacking days, you can use as many as you want.
Is stacking day a national day? Or is it every grocery store you can stack
Every
coupons?
grocery store has different coupon policies, but many grocery stores have stacking days.
Man, I am learning so much right
So
now.
I would encourage
to learn about coupon etiquette in general.
There's a coupon show as well on the TLC about people who are trying to save money.
Gracious.
What I'm getting at is if today is Get Ready Day, that means buying in bulk canned foods, flashlights, face masks, if you will, batteries, all those things. If you're buying those in bulk, a helpful tip from Brand is to find some coupons. So that could be one way to celebrate Get Ready Day is you're finding the coupons and then figuring out where in your city the grocery stores have the stacking days so you can get the most bang for your buck. There are ways to prepare.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at. That's all. I'm not saying
it was very, and that was number one. You said you had 2 things.
It's a find the coupons and then find when you're stacking days.
It's a double stack.
Yes, the both is 1 and 2 are combined.
Coupon stacking day is tomorrow.
It's different days for different places.
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting at.
Sure.
So you can use today. You don't necessarily. What I'm getting at is you don't necessarily have to buy the cans today. But you need to prepare to figure out when you are going to buy.
To land this plane in under 20 minutes, we're going to have to do some miracle work.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. Yesterday's question, I told you what today's question was going to be yesterday, and it's, are you or is somebody that you know prepared for the apocalypse? Yeah. If so, how? We're going to get to that in just a second, but first we're going to take a break. I just felt like I did a great job, and you just didn't help me at all.
Oh boy, those ads are great, but we got 7 more minutes of coupon talk coming up.
Now, some coupons, you got to look at the fine print.
It's just not worth it. It's not worth the 30 cents I'm saving. Yeah. I'm sorry.
We asked you guys yesterday, are you or somebody that you know prepared for the apocalypse? We got a lot of great answers.
Megan, are you prepared for the apocalypse?
I am not. I don't know.
Gosh, no.
No. Plus, I freaking hate cans food. Like, this is just kind of where I'm at. Death doesn't necessarily scare me. And so I would rather die than live the rest of my life only eating canned foods. That is where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
I have this recorded for old Dav and Grizz to learn later.
Boys, I love you, but like...
Dad could have spent some more years with dear old Dad, but he didn't want to eat the canned food.
They'd get it.
He said, take me now, Jesus.
Do you not agree?
No, I hate canned food, and I'm probably with you.
Yeah. Megan said this, I'm sort of prepared around April as I had more meat in my freezer than I've ever consumed in my life. I also had a lot of toilet paper, paper towels, hand sanitizers, and since then, my stash has returned to the same levels. So I guess the answer is no for Megan. That is true. I think a lot of people were faced with this March, April, that time when you would go to the store and you'd realize there's no toilet paper in the store. There's no wipes in the store.
It's a psychological thing.
It really is.
I had plenty of toilet paper when all this hit. Like I had plenty. We had toilet paper in the office. We had all kinds of toilet paper. But I remember the first time in those few weeks going to Costco and there was toilet paper available.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I bought it. Like still to this day, it's so dumb. But I was like, it's there. What if they run out? I need the toilet paper. And that could have easily gone to someone that needed it.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to not get in that mindset.
But that's exactly the point of Get Ready Day, because you don't want to be in the situation that many of us were in March and April, where everybody's like, oh, I have to get this because there's a shortage.
Yeah.
If the zombies are coming, you have to have stuff to live.
Wipe your butt.
You have to have stuff to live off of.
Yeah.
so that you're not going out and having to compete with other people to find those same things.
Speaking of toilet paper, Blake said, not really, but I have one neighbor, though, who has a stockpile of toilet paper in his garage taller than his SUV. So that's at least a 6-foot tall tower of toilet paper. And Blake's neighbor, if you're listening, yes, you're being stalked.
Leah said that her husband has read a book called The Zombie Survival Guide several times, which... one, I didn't know that book was a thing. Maybe that could be a good option, a good read for you today on Get Ready Day. Go find yourself maybe an audio version or a Kindle version of the Zombie Survival Guide and read it just so that you're on the up and up. But I didn't know that book was a thing.
Do you remember Y2K very well? You were only like 8 or 9.
I remember it, but I'm pretty sure it's just from stories and audio.
My in-laws during Y2K had tons of water, like bought so much, just gallons, bottles, had lanterns, like they were ready for Y2K, and it was nothing. So this all happened for Y2K. Like I remember, like people were stocking up on water, and they had these, fuel burning lanterns they were using. It was wild.
Why can't I get over? Stacy said that she lives in Southern California, and so she is currently prepared, as most people are in that area, for a major earthquake or a massive wildfire. So she has trash cans filled with emergency supplies, food, water, medications, dog supplies, extra clothes. Now, growing up in Florida, this is something that you were at least told to do at the start of hurricane season. Go have your hurricane stuff ready, because if a hurricane is coming, people panic. Everything's sold out of stores. So you want to, have stuff that's ready to go so you don't have to compete with the stores. But 2, if a hurricane comes and God forbid you're out without power for weeks on end, which does happen, you want to be ready to go.
Yeah, for sure. I think we had several from Southern California say the same thing. Elizabeth says, my husband is a shallow end of the pool prepper, not full on crazy zombie apocalypse, just your garden variety Boy Scout be prepared apocalypse prepper. Bottled water in the basement, ramen noodle stash, flashlights, go bag with legacy folder, important documents, and some cash, etc. Boy, that sounds like it's just... they're prepared.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that sounds like.
And Shelby said, she says, a good thing my husband doesn't listen to this podcast. I jokingly referred to him as a prepper, which unfortunately he doesn't find funny. Like a good Boy Scout, he likes to be prepared. He created a bug out bag for each of us, which he regularly updates with fresh batteries, MREs, first aid kits. He gets monthly boxes with various camping and survival goodies, which means there's at least 100 knives scattered throughout the house, along with 50 ways to make a fire, spare gas, spare ammo, spare flashlights abound. When the apocalypse come, party at my house. Shelby, we're taking Jennifer. Jennifer, we're coming to your house. We're coming to your house with the apocalypse.
I think it's Shelby.
It is
Jennifer,
Shelby. Sorry.
But Shelby, you have to live in the South. That sounds like such a Southern, plenty of ammo is what gave that away, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But Jennifer also says her husband's 100% prepared for an apocalypse, in a crazy person kind of way. But I'll be honest, these past 6 months have made his preparation seem less crazy than before. And I would agree with that. I think a lot of people would probably be in that boat.
Yes.
I'm not one of them.
And last but not least, Alea said no, but I feel like watching enough Walking Dead that if the apocalypse happens, she will know what weapons she wants to grab. And I think that's a good way to end.
I think, and I want to go
ready
out,
day.
I want to go out on a limb and say Alea is your name, and he said Alea for some reason, and I'm sorry, Alea. It's Alea.
It could be either one.
Alea, I'm sorry for Bran. If I'm wrong, please email me, and I'll make a public apology on the air.
Alea, thank you. End the day by watching some Walking Dead. I think that's the perfect way.
Yeah.
Perfect way
or
to end
Lost
Get Ready
or
Day.
just something.
That's exactly right. We did it, everybody. We are going to be back tomorrow with another day, another reason to take the day off. And I'm going to ask you this question for tomorrow. It is this: how would you describe the smell of Play-Doh?
What?
How would you describe the smell?
Who comes up with these questions? That's terrible.
Tracy.
Yeah, Trace.
My bad.
Yeah, that's not one of your best, Trace.
You're not one of my best. All right, we're going to leave you with a plug. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, how about you guys go ahead and take the day off, huh?
That little look in her eyes. It's all you ever wanted, like stars in the sky. Great day.
Is it me?
It's you. Yeah.
Hi. Oh gosh, what?
You just
I
read
should
it.
have
You
written.
just have to read
I have
it.
to
That's all
read
you have
it.
to do. Yep.
Take the day off. It's not good.
Wait a minute.
What?
That's not on.
That's not on.
No, read it.
Take the day off. Why is anyone listening to this? God
Boy.
bless.